no math with it. Get next to try to grab a pic, now they on some rapid. It's nasty, I ain't asked for this. I was just authentic with it. 95 South and a sprinter with it. Try to get next to you, usually if they could benefit it. Passionate dog, I need my kids to feel it. That's why I'm up early. Kids that get you stuck early. A long way from all that. Used to lose and then I found out how they hate a winner. Come out them, they pay for dinner. Word.
Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. You look at the Grizzlies. Now here's Curry. Pass to Kamari. There's the triple. Drops in the three. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And Giddy with a little giddy up on that pass.
Outside Curry to the paint. Edey. And he dunks it down.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And Allie LaForce spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Allie?
And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Giddy. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
That's impressive stuff from Giddy, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And here's Curry for three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burn.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Duran with a steal. Here's Thompson, and it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. They set the pick. Cunningham outside. Here's Duran. The shot from the low post is good.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. There's the three. Duran with the rebound. The Pistons trailing. Here's Thompson. That one's good. This game is all even. Thompson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Detroit making a change here. On the wing, Curry. He's got 5. Here's Wells. And another miss by Memphis.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Love seeing Cade zip back in transition and doing everything he can to convert on the break.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Edey. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Hardy. Up top, Bain. Pass to Edey. Here's Hardy. Driving in. Tipped.
No, sir. Stewart not letting that one go.
It's Cunningham with a drive. For 3, Hardaway. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
44 seconds left to play in the first. To the inside. Edey for 3. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons lead by 7. Inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Hardy. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here's Detroit. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Edey. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And so it's Detroit closing.
The Grizzlies, 13.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Outside Curry. Pass to Kamari. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Kamari's got 5 now.
That's what happens. You play up on Curry too much, and then he finds an angle, delivers the ball. Devastating pick and roll.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Detroit leading by 7. Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, B.A., it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
Down low. Pass to Holland. And here's Duren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Duren's gotten his second bucket.
This is why Duran shoots such a high percentage. He picks those smart shots within his range.
Timeout call, Memphis. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Pass to Williams. Back to Giddey. Now here's Duran. Rebounded by Cousins. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Curry, he's open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 10.
Well, those mechanics and that kind of time, that's pretty stuff from Steph Curry.
Here's Giddey. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Grizzlies trail by 8. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. To the middle. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duran, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
And that one's good. Giddey. And it's a 10-point Detroit lead. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And here's Curry for 3. Duran with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide-open man.
Cousins with the screen. Here's Curry. It's good from about 19 feet. He's got 12.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And there's the lob. And the dunk by Duran.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duran makes for an easy target on the lob.
Memphis calls timeout. Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Hardy. Yet to see a basket. That one goes in.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Thompson. It's tipped. And they get it back.
Memphis foul. First personal foul. Team second.
Three-pointer, Stewart. Memphis with a rebound. 43 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Hardy. And there's the drive. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Detroit leading by 7. Williams with the screen. Oh, the range of Cunningham.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
And so it's Memphis with it. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hardy going inside. And he jams it home with authority.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Here's Hardy. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Pistons ahead. They're up by 11. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Thompson. Second chance effort. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Pass to Duran. The Grizzlies pull it in. And here's Curry. Over Williams. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Are you kidding me? Wow, amazing!
Man. Oh, with just how long Thompson is, Asar is a handful to guard.
And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amen Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball. I don't know what you do there on the pick and roll. You're so worried about Steph, he ends up moving the ball to get points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Memphis calls timeout. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And there's the screen. Pass to Edey. Right side Bain. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from Williams. Cunningham with the ball. Cunningham going to work inside.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
Here's Edey. Cousins for three. Thompson pulls it in.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Grizzlies trail by 18. To the paint. Shot to stop the run.
Curry doing a great job there with the pass. Of course, you're worried about the shot all the time, but a nice setup from Steph.
Here's Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
Well, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And here is Williams. Cunningham outside. Memphis with a rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Curry. 12 points for him. Jackson outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. He hits the 2nd from the line. And so it's Detroit with it. 15-point game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Stewart, left side. Plenty of space. Connects. The jumper drops. Stewart's got 7 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Curry. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Pass to Cunningham. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Takes a 3. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates. On
the wing, Curry. The three. Holland with a rebound. The Pistons lead by 18. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Cunningham. Back to Stewart. Lets the three fly. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. He's got 10.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Cunningham looking it over. Out to the right wing. Over Bain. And finished off by Stewart.
And there is no quit in what Isaiah Stewart will do on the glass.
Here's Curry. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 16 points now. And here's Cunningham outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen.
61, the Grizzlies, 42.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 19. Here's Hardy. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And that one drops. And the Pistons lead by 21.
Well, pretty sturdy inside. Giddey's got that size and ready to battle.
Here's Hardy. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. They double team Thompson. Left side Giddey. Cunningham on the wing. Shoots over Hardy. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Yeah, Cade hard to stop. He's got his motor revved high tonight.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Detroit leading by 21. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It made you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Here he goes. Pass to Edey. From the arc. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Count that one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Memphis making a switch here. Here's Curry. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Thompson. Driving inside. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 drives.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
There's the screen. And here's Curry for 3. And another miss by Memphis. The Pistons lead by 22. And that one's good. Thompson.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Curry with it. For 3. Curry with another miss. And here's Detroit. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. There's Cunningham with a three. That one no good. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pistons.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Stewart outside, fires the three. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Edey. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Archibald. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.